When creating my music video, I use many different media technologies to plan, construct and present it by first researching what song I wanted to use. I predominantly use YouTube to search many folk artists to try and find a song that I believe was suitable. As well as this, I used my iTunes playlist to look through songs that I had to see if they'd be suitable. By the combination of the two, I found 3 songs that I was happy to use and narrowed them down to the song that I eventually chose. Once my song was chosen and I decided on the concept for my music video, I then created an animatic of my video, showing the many different shots I had decided on using and how I was going to edit them. This was done through the use of iMovie, by scanning in images of the storyboard I created, and placing them into iMovie in time with my song, just as I would editing my real music video. I found this much more helpful than a normal storyboard, as it made it much easier to decide on how I was going to edit the real thing, and helped me identify some areas that I failed to look at during planning, such as if folk music videos follow the conventions of having lots of close-ups of the artist's face to help promote them. As well as this, I searched YouTube to find other music videos with similar concepts to mine, such as Laura Marling's New Romantic, to see how it was filmed and get inspiration when it came to filming my own. I began using Facebook to contact my actress, which made it very easy to arrange times on when we could film and also when we could meet in college to discuss what we will be doing and things I want her to do in preparation for filming. I had many possible locations of which I wanted to shoot my music video and took lots of images of each place using my own camera to try and decide if it would be right for the concept I had. As the first potential location was the school's theatre, I used Microsoft Exchange to email the teacher in charge of booking out the theatre. I asked him for permission to possibly book out the theatre to film my music video, and if I could carry out a recce by taking images and notes on how I could use the space when I began filming. Once I had finally decided on using an abandoned warehouse as my location, I began filming. During the whole process, I filmed using 3 different HD cameras that were provided by the media department. I mainly used the Nikon SLR and Sony HD to film the majority of my footage, with the footage taken using the Canon HD camera not really being used due to the footage not coming out very good. I decided to film in HD as I used a regular camera for my test shoot, and upon uploading it to YouTube and editing it, it was clear that the footage was very poor and I wanted my music video to be much clearer using a high quality camera. I noticed that looking at high quality videos on YouTube in comparison to low quality videos not only looks better, but also holds your attention more, as it is clearer to see and makes the video easier to understand as you can see everything. Once my footage had been taken, I uploaded it, and began editing using Final Cut Express. The reason I decided to move on from iMovie was because Final Cut is much more of an advanced program that has many more options available compared to iMovie. For example, in Final Cut I was able to effectively overlap 2 clips by placing one on top of the other and slowly transitioning them, which can't be done in iMovie. As I already have Final Cut on my home computer and have experience with using it before, using it to edit my music video in college was relatively easy, however there were still some things I didn't know how to do. This was resolved by searching on YouTube tutorials for what I wanted to do, which helped me and contributed to my knowledge of video editing in many ways, including adding a sepia tone to some of my footage and exporting my finished product in 720p HD. Once I had finished my music video, I then uploaded it straight to YouTube and used social networking sites including Facebook and Twitter to share the video and try to gain responses on it. I also created a survey on the website surveymonkey.com, asking a list of questions on the audience opinion of my music video to see if I had achieved what I had set out to achieve from the start. I also linked to my survey in the description bar of my music video on YouTube, making it much easier to get results of my questionnaire faster and from a range of different people, rather than creating it in Microsoft Word and handing it out to people in college so they could fill it in by hand. Throughout the whole process, I used the website blogger.com to document all of the stages I went through when creating my music video, from when I began producing it to exhibiting it online for the world to see. Blogger is extremely helpful as it works like a diary, allowing me not only to share the steps I took each day to get to the finished product, but also get feedback from my teacher on the work I had posted, making it easy to improve on what she had pointed out and carry on with the course. This is because Blogger allows you to submit posts that you are able to edit at any time, as well as having them all in chronological order to keep track of what was done and when. Other media technologies that I used included Illustrator and Photoshop. Once I had finished my music video, I then began creating my ancillary text using Adobe Illustrator, which was helpful as it has many advanced features such as the ability to have text in a circular shape to fit onto the CD I created for my digipack. I also use Photoshop to edit the images used on my ancillary text by leaving my actress in colour and the rest of the image in black and white, making her stand out more and be more eye-catching to the audience. I was able to refresh my memory on how both programs worked due to using them last year when creating my magazine, making it easy to edit the images the way that I wanted and create my digipack and adverts so there was a clear connection between the two.